after you board them and you lock them and you get them in process, they shop you, right? So they send you a LE or a loan estimate from a competitor and they're like, hey, beat this. Reason why that happens a lot, and if you record, right, you should have a record technology on your phone system. If you don't, then get creative. Use your phone to record yourself. Because I've done this a few times with my agents, and what we found and what we learned and what we discovered is part of their pitch, what they were saying was, you know, if you find a better deal, you know, be sure to let me know because we can match or beat it, right? Or they'll say things like, you know, we have the lowest costs and the lowest rates in the industry. You see what I'm saying? So they'll say these things because they thought that, you know, it'll help empower their pitch so that they'll win, right? But what you're actually doing is you're inviting them to go find a better deal, right? So if they find a, you know, they see a better deal from like Better or, you know, Owning, and they're like, hey, you know, D told me he'll match or beat it. Damn, man, if you can match or beat this, let me go ahead and get this loan estimate. So you're actually inviting them to do that. So what's the workaround? How do you eliminate that? How you eliminate it is, you know, when it comes down to a pitch, you gotta really craft out a map, like a plan. It's not just numbers. It's not just like, hey, we're gonna bring your rate from here to here. It's gotta be more than that. It's gotta be meat. And what I mean by craft a plan is you need to set up every single transaction you do right now as a stepping stone to the next transaction. So in other words, if you're doing a refinance or you're doing a transaction with somebody, they need to know that this is just step one. And then step two is to give them a call back in 6 to 12 months when their equity's, you know, higher or their FICO's higher or, you know, the rate's even better. And then what we do is, because you already have history with us, we take care of you and then we give you a complimentary service. So we cover the lender fee. And all you're really doing at the end of the day is you're gonna build it into the rate. But the bottom line is that they need to feel that it's a plan. Because if they just look at you as a transaction, like, okay, this company can give me this rate and fee, I'm gonna go with them, then there's really no meat, there's no juice to it. But if they look at you and your service as a stepping stone, meaning that they need to do this with you in order to get X, Y, and Z, then it becomes a plan. Does that make sense? It becomes a plan that assists them in alleviating certain pains or achieving certain goals. And when they get a call or if they see an advertisement, you know, of course they're gonna be a little bit tempted, but I promise you the idea of you presenting it in that way, they know that your service is more custom tailored, it's custom fit. And what do we do when we know that it's customized, right? When it's customized, people already know they'll pay more. They don't care about the price in comparison too. But you have to take your time and be creative. It can't just be about price, it can't just be about rate. You need to understand what that leads into. So yeah, I'm gonna lower your rate, but I'm gonna lower your payment, but what does that mean to you, right? So if you're not really digging in to see how your service is altering their lives for the better, then they don't really have any tie to you. You get what I'm saying? And when you're able to deliver a service where they can envision it, so when you're pitching them, they envision that happening in the future. So they're experiencing what's going to happen. And that enables you to have a little bit more glue.